Picture a thirsty crow confronted with a tall, narrow pitcher of water. The water level is too low for the bird to reach, but this crow doesn't give up. Instead, it picks up small pebbles with its beak and drops them one by one into the pitcher. Slowly, the water rises until it's high enough for the crow to drink. This clever behavior was observed in New Caledonian crows, showcasing not only problem solving but an inventive use of tools long thought to be uniquely human. Tool use is one of the clearest signs of animal creativity. Crows are particularly famous for inventing and modifying tools. Not only do these birds select twigs, but they also shape hooks from leaves or twigs to extract insects from deep crevices. One crow was even observed using a stepped sequence of tools to reach food, showing remarkable foresight and flexibility. This story is just one example of how animals demonstrate remarkable ingenuity, using imagination and innovation to adapt and survive in their world. Creativity often begins with play and exploration, a stage where young and adult animals experiment with their environment. Dolphins have been seen manipulating sea sponges, covering their snouts with them to explore the seafloor without injury. This ingenious behavior, passed down from mother to offspring, is a blend of exploration turning into effective tool use. These playful behaviors are not simply done for amusement, they fuel new ideas that can enhance survival and social interaction. Male bowerbirds provide another astonishing example. These birds build elaborate structures called bowers, decorating them with colorful objects, blue feathers, berries, even bits of plastic. The bower is more than a nest, it is an art installation designed to attract mates. Each male's bower is unique, involving careful selection and arrangement of items to impress females. This behavior blends technical creativity with aesthetic expression, something very close to what humans call art. Tool invention and modification thus reveal that innovation can be both practical and beautiful. Neuroscientists studying creativity in animals have found that innovative abilities often arise from complex brain structures that support flexible problem solving and memory. In birds like New Caledonian crows, the brain region called the nidopallium cololateral is considered functionally similar to the mammalian prefrontal cortex. This neural architecture enables crows to conceive multi-step tool use and modify tools creatively. Similarly, dolphins, whose brains are large and highly convoluted, possess expanded cortical areas that support advanced social cognition and vocal learning, underlying their capacity for complex communication and innovation. Importantly, these neural adaptations in very different evolutionary lineages, birds, mammals, marine mammals, suggest convergent evolution of neural systems that promote creativity. This convergence highlights how environmental challenges and social complexity drive the development of brain circuits specialized for innovation, even when species have vastly different brain structures from humans. Thus, the neuroscience of animal creativity reveals that despite anatomical differences, animals share underlying neural mechanisms that enable imagination, flexible thinking, and social learning, foundational for creative problem solving and cultural transmission. Creativity extends beyond physical tools into the realm of sound and communication. Mockingbirds, for example, are known for their incredible capacity to improvise songs. They imitate other bird species, insects, and even mechanical noises, weaving these sounds into complex and ever-changing melodies. These vocal improvisations serve purposes beyond mere attraction. They establish territory, communicate social status, and even display the singer's brain power. The ability to blend sounds in novel ways is a form of artistic creativity that parallels human musical improvisation. Elephants and dolphins also express creativity in their vocalizations. Elephants use infrasonic calls to communicate over long distances, modulating tone and rhythm in ways that suggest emotional expression and group cohesion. Dolphins mimic and invent new whistles, using them as names to identify individuals, revealing an advanced level of social inventiveness. Creativity doesn't stop with the individual, it extends into social innovation, new ways for groups to interact and solve problems collaboratively. One fascinating example is the spread of milk bottle opening among grey tits in the UK during the early 1900s. After discovering that the foil caps on milk bottles could be pecked open, The initial innovators spread this knowledge across their communities, effectively creating a cultural tradition. Among elephants, creativity is not only based on tool use or vocalizations, but constitutes an emotional and social process. They have been observed comforting each other, cooperating during tasks, and even mourning their dead, behaviors that indicate complex social cognition and emotional intelligence. Imagination and mental time travel, the ability to think about past and future, play a pivotal role in human inventiveness, and scientists now see precursors of these abilities in apes planning tool use, corvids catching food for future use, and elephants demonstrating anticipation. This capacity allows animals not only to innovate spontaneously, but to build on prior knowledge and adapt social behaviors over time, creating evolving cultures much like ours. Similarly, in ant colonies, linguistic-like chemical signals trigger intricate cooperative behaviors. When faced with a novel obstacle, ants collectively explore multiple paths and gradually converge on the most efficient route. This decentralized problem-solving process, sometimes called swarm intelligence, leads to emergent innovations such as building new bridges of their own bodies or rerouting traffic around damaged trails. Such emergent creativity demonstrates that innovation can be a property of the group, not only the individual. It is shaped by social transmission and communication, whereby novel behaviors spread and improve through interaction, forming the roots of culture even in insects. This emergent group creativity complements individual innovation found in primates or crows, broadening our understanding of how diverse evolutionary paths produce creative behaviors adapted to each species' ecological and social niches. Emergent creativity, the innovation that arises from the interactions within a group rather than just individuals, is a fascinating phenomenon seen across many social animals. Among dolphins, for example, cooperative hunting techniques demonstrate this well. In Shark Bay, Australia, bottlenose dolphins have developed a unique strategy known as mud ring feeding. A single dolphin swims in circles to create a ring of mud, trapping schools of fish inside. The group then takes turns jumping through the ring to catch the trapped fish. This complex behavior is believed to have emerged from individual dolphins experimenting with mud manipulation, refined and spread culturally through social learning. This shows not only resourcefulness on the part of individuals, but also coordination and innovation at the group level that enhances foraging success. Elephants also exhibit group creativity in problem solving. In some populations, elephants have been observed cooperating to access difficult food sources, such as overturning large logs or breaking branches to reach leaves. Young elephants learn these techniques by observing and imitating older group members, demonstrating cultural transmission. When confronted with new challenges, the group often devises multiple strategies collectively, innovating solutions over time. Even in birds, beyond solitary tool users like crows, flock dynamics produce emergent solutions. For instance, pigeons navigating urban landscapes often alter their flight paths based on collective information, avoiding obstacles and predators through shared knowledge. Some flocking species modulate their calls or movements to coordinate in tight formations, improving aerodynamic efficiency, an adaptation emerging from group interaction rather than individual design. Termite colonies construct massive, complex mounds with intricate ventilation systems. No single termite oversees the blueprint. Instead, the structure arises from simple behavioral rules followed by individual termites, whose interactions produce highly efficient architectural marvels that regulate temperature and airflow, optimized at the colony level. These examples illustrate that emergent creativity operates across a spectrum of species, from mammals to birds and even insects. Group dynamics, communication, and social learning combine to generate innovations that no single individual might conceive alone, underscoring the diverse evolutionary paths through which creativity arises in nature. From playful exploration to tool invention, animals display creativity in ways that challenge our understanding of intelligence. The world of animal imagination is rich and varied, reminding us that creativity is a shared evolutionary heritage, one that continues to inspire and astound.